And new for you tonight, former Vice President Kamala Harris in Greenville meeting with supporters.
Fox Sky's Ashley Listrom joins us live now in downtown Greenville. So Ashley, what was her message today as she continues these stops here in their book tour?
Well, Justin, Torrey, former Vice President Kamala Harris had a clear message tonight. She was here to connect with the community during an intimate, kind of like a meet and greet style, all happening right here at the Crave restaurant. You know, she's visited the Upstate several times, both in 2019 and in 2021. And many folks in the crowd tonight, you know, really having one question on their mind: will she run for president again? And she didn't address that officially tonight, but the South Carolina Democratic Party hosted the fundraiser and reception, they say, all to build momentum for their party. Tickets were sold online with proceeds benefiting them. Now, Crave, the restaurant that hosted the event, just shared how tonight is so meaningful for them.
This is insane. I just wanted to open the restaurant, but did I think we would get this much attention? No. But I thank God that people love the food, all the attention. You know, former Vice President Kamala Harris coming. Like, this is insane. So I'm super thankful.
After her stop in the Upstate, Harris will stay in the Carolinas. Tomorrow she heads to Columbia for a book tour stop promoting 107 Days, her #1 New York Times best-selling book, which takes readers inside her 2024 presidential campaign. So again, Harris wrapping up her time right here in the Upstate, but that momentum continues into Columbia tomorrow. Reporting live in downtown Greenville, Ashley Listrom, Fox Carolina News.